Hi Steve, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. So tell us, introduce yourself and what you do.
So my name is Steve Bouri. I'm the general manager and founder of Kallos. And what got me excited about building Kallos and doing this was the opportunity to do something that could help people, right? I wanted to do a business that would make a difference, give a chance to say that I did something more, or that we did something.
Wow.
It wasn't just about the superficial.
Why the name Kallos?
Kallos is, well, that's actually a good question. Kallos is ancient Greek for beauty, but more importantly, it's a beautiful word, and that's why we chose it. And it's a word that is easy to pronounce in any language. We wanted to make it universal.
Wow. So I mean, this conversation that we're going to be having is in three parts, and I'd like to theme it your map to health and wellness. And when we say map, right, it's about mobility and movement. It's about aging, and it's about prevention. I find that many Nigerians wait till something breaks before they start fixing it. But, is this a spa?
Definitely not. So we are a pro-aging center. Now we do provide some spa-like services, right? So we do some facials, we do some massages, we do body scrubs, and there are spa-like services, but it's not strictly what we are. We're a pro-aging center, helping you age more gracefully.
Wow, this is awesome. So let's go on a journey where we find out what they do about movement, what they do about anti-aging, and what they do for you to prevent sickness. Stay here. So what are these, and tell us about aging and how we can slow it down?
So aging is a really complicated process, right? Like it's not something simple to understand, A, B, C. But for us, aging, when we look at, diving into it, all starts right here, with true diagnostic. So we look at understanding your biological age, right? You have a chronological age, which is from the day you were born until now, how long you've been alive, right? We count that time frame, that's your chronological age. But then you have a biological age, which actually reflects what's going on inside of your cells and inside of your body. Why that's super important is that age is the number one cofactor or indicator for chronic illness and for mortality. So when we look at the risk of catching certain illnesses, when we look at the risk of, God forbid, passing away, right? Age is the number one indicative factor of likeliness or probability. So for us, it all starts here. This test, the True Diagnostic Complete Test, tells you, about your risk of getting things like cancer. Not with 100% accuracy, but your risk factor for it. Same with diabetes, same with Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, as well as the rate at which you age. So the PACE, the second test, is purely the rate at which you age.
Wow.
That one was an algorithm developed by Harvard University over a 3-year study with True Diagnostic to understand the rate at which you age. And that's a really important number because you might be aging slow, but you might also be aging fast. And you would never know if you don't test. So sometimes people come in and they're like, oh, but I don't want to know, right?
Nigerians,
yeah,
right?
And we can all relate to that. Sometimes we don't want to know. But the problem is, it's that exact notion that keeps making things get worse. And we're trying to reverse that. Sometimes you have to know, whether you want to or not. And the advantage of coming and doing it here, number one, we're the only clinic on the continent to have this test for now. But second, we process the results for you, and we have a conversation and dialogue with you about your scores on it. So it becomes a bit more human rather than, let's say, digital.
Wow. And quickly, 3 tips.
Yeah.
Lifestyle adjustment for people to slow down their aging process.
Food, stress, sleep.
Wow. Food, stress, sleep.
It all starts there.
Oh, thank you, man.
Our goal is to help you age better, make sure that you have that movement, that you have that mobility. And we use a lot of different equipment that you haven't probably seen in Nigeria.
I've never seen any of this before.
So our journey from
what is this guy?
So this one is actually TR therapy, right? So TR therapy works on radio frequency, and we use radio frequency to heat up different layers of the body. So it can be from the muscular level to the level of tendons, as well as a vast range of illness. And these are basically placed here between the hands of a physical therapist. And while he is working with his hands, these basically deliver heat. so deep levels of heat to aid and enhance the manual therapies.
Oh, wow. And what is this guy here?
So this is VisBody. This is where it all starts for us. So VisBody is a body composition analysis scanner. So here we can look at the fat mass, muscle mass, bone mass, right? Because the notion of BMI, especially here in West Africa, is completely wrong, right? There is a different bone structure here. There is a different level of muscle mass that is common here. So the BMI scale actually doesn't apply to Africans as well as it does to the West. So what we wanted to do was start everybody's journey properly. The second thing that this machine does and why it's in a physiotherapy room is it does posture analysis. So basically you would stand here, it would spin you around, and it would give us an understanding of to what degree the shoulders are rotated forward, to what degree your head is tilted forward. And then we would have a 3D model of you with all that information to then be able to quantify and track clinical progress.
Wow. Wow. So for your mobility and your movement and getting it right physically, right? This is the place to be. Yes, Stephen. So this is the last part of our conversation, at least for now. I'm sure we're going to be, continuing this series. And this is where I want to talk about prevention rather than cure. Quite a number of people, they wait till something is broken. They wait till there's a problem before they seek for help. What is the importance of preventive health?
It's critical, right? Because the longer that you wait to even diagnose something, the less action you can take to reverse it, right? So the name of the game for us when it comes to healthcare in general is prevention. When we look at everything, lifestyle factors, physical ailments, aging elements, really whatever you want to call it, it's a game of prevention. Because if we take action while we're healthy, it's much easier to prolong health than it is to reverse a problem, right? And prevention is critical for us. So we promote things like diagnostics, general blood work panels, things like that. And we want to make sure that as you age and everything, that it doesn't get you the way it sometimes does.
So tell us about Coco. What is this place? I mean, this is so beautiful.
Coco is a health and wellness cafe inspired by, the beauty of Africa, actually. So we wanted to find a way to kind of like work in, healthy ingredients, bring in some like, fitness supplements, A to Z vitamins and minerals, all those kinds of things, to give people a place that they could come to in Lagos where they know they're eating healthy. You know what I mean? Bringing the best of what this region and territory has to offer in terms of agriculture and things, finding a way to make it taste nice too. So the concept of Coco is nutritious and delicious.
Oh, nutritious and delicious. So for all, viewers out there, what's your last word and how can they find this place?
I would say come visit us. I think it is so much easier to come and talk to us about everything. It might seem a bit daunting, a bit overwhelming. We're at Black Diamond Hotel in Victoria Island, Lagos. And I think the best thing they can do is just come and pay us a visit. Come and look around, come and have a coffee, whatever it is. But come and experience what we have to offer. That's I think, the essence of it.
Wow, thank you very much for this conversation. So for all the people that have watched this series, it's important that you choose your map, your journey towards health and well-being. So stay tuned. Take care of yourself.